Evening. Today I would like to share on my book, Memoirs of a Doctor, released 1 month ago in March 2021. This is the front and back cover of my book. The front cover is an oil painting of my portrait. I'm a retired cardiologist since 1 year ago. I am an author, a Bible teacher, a blogger, and a traveler as well. I've authored 6 books. The Memoir of a Doctor is my sixth book. There are 5 other books. Now all these are published in Amazon.com for overseas readers. Memoirs of a Doctor is 140 pages, soft cover paperback. It's an autobiography of my life covering a span of 68 years from 1952 until 2020. It is an extraordinary journey of faith across continent. It's a tale of 2 cities, Tanjung Malim and Auckland. The book is divided into 8 chapters from Tanjung Malim in chapter 1, then Teluk Intan, Kuala Lumpur, Taiping, Labuan, London, New Zealand, and back to Ipoh. So I show you some highlights of my book. In the book, I have this photo. This is a very meaningful photo showing the same people standing in the same position in front of the same shop house, 60 years apart. One in 1958 when I was still I was in my standard 1, I think. Maybe kindergarten, when I was in my kindergarten, and then the one on the left, the picture on the left shows the photo taken in 2018. So that's exactly 60 years ago. The children have already grown up into adults. I highlight some chapters in my book. I only have time to highlight a few chapters. Chapter 3, I only can read the first paragraph. I spent the next 6 years of my life in Kuala Lumpur, the big capital city of Malaysia, 5 years as a medical student in the University of Malaya Medical Center, and 1 year as a houseman at the University Hospital, now known as UMMC. Chapter 6. In 1981, after completing my tour of duty in the army in Labuan, I hang up my captain title and returned to a civilian life, working in a University Hospital, Kuala Lumpur, as a medical officer on contract for 2 years. I joined the Department of Internal Medicine. By this time, after 2 years of honeymoon away from academic medicine, I was already quite rusty and outdated. In the books, there are 10 poems. I only have time to read one, the one on the left side. A Tale of 2 Cities, Tanjung Malim and Auckland. A Tale of 2 Countries, Malaysia and New Zealand. A Tale of 2 Tenses, the past and the present, a tale of two lives, the flesh and the spiritual, a tale of two professions, cardiology and theology, a tale of love and providence, persistence and perseverance, walking and surrendering to the glory of God. My parents were truly a blessing to us. We were blessed to have my parents live with us to look after the children when we were out working. Without them, it would have been impossible for us to cope. We also had Indonesian maids to help out with domestic assistance. They were on 2-year contract. But just when our student got used, let me repeat. Just when our children got used to one maid, the 2 years was already up and it was time to say goodbye. Our children were very close to their grandparents. Both my parents became Christians through our influence. They have both passed on to be with the Lord due to old age. As much as I miss them, I know that one day we will be reunited again in heaven. Here are the photos taken in the European Congress of Cardiology. The proudest moment in my life was when I met cardiology legend Professor Eugene Braunwald in one of the European Society of Cardiology in Barcelona a few years ago. It was a rare occasion to be able to meet such a prominent person. Chapter 8, Retirement and Testimony. A dream, all a dream that ends in nothing and leaves the sleeper where he lays down. But I wish to know that you inspired it. Quote unquote, a tale of two cities, Charles Dickens. Over the many years of my medical practice, I was awarded Fellow of the Academy of Medicine of Malaysia, Fellow of the National Heart Association of Malaysia, Fellow of the American Society of Chest Physicians, Fellow of the ASEAN Congress of Cardiology, and Fellow of the Asian Pacific Society of Cardiology. The picture on the right is a convocation picture for Fellowship of the ASEAN College of Cardiology. The picture on the left was one of our visit to Europe. This is a very unique photo. The picture on the left, 1989. The picture taken in 1989 shows me and my son Joshua. He is probably about 4 or 5 years old. The picture on the top right is I myself with Joshua, the same boy who has grown up, has already grown up by now. And the picture on the bottom right is a 3-generation photo. I with my son Joshua and my son's son Josiah. His name is Josiah. So 3 generations in one photo. Picture on the right is a picture of our family growing up, a picture of my late grandparents, my late father and mother, and picture of myself in one of the seminars. It was in Paris. So that's all. Just just have time to highlight a little bit on the book. It's not possible to have a very comprehensive presentation, but I think it will just be enough to whet your appetite. You can contact me through email and through website.